So welcome to the Labyrinth.
Welcome.
So my name's Mike and you're here at St Wilfrid's and in St Wilfrid's I've built an immersive labyrinth experience. It's a journey, it's there to help people navigate through some thoughts and feelings and bring prayers of a particular type to God, and hopefully you'll see what that's about as we move through the labyrinth. And it's based, the labyrinth, on the Psalms, the book of the Psalms, and the Psalms often help us to worship God with light and colour. So the first section of the labyrinth as we come in is a natural looking sort of space. It's a place of nature, of colour, of vibrancy and of life. So we're walking through, and what you can't tell through video is that there's some wonderful smells wafting into the space as well. Spring, floral smell. And we reach here. Life is good. That's what you feel as you walk through this section of the labyrinth. And yet as you reach here, something transitions. A bit more of an autumn. Life's autumn. And something else, something perhaps even more sinister as we walk in this direction. And so you reach this section here. There's lots of things in the way. You need to look down to figure out where you're going. It's hard to see and figure out where to go. And there's lots of twists and turns. There's darkness. God feels far away. Life is hard. And what I'm hoping is that people will recognise something of the Psalms in this section of the labyrinth. A section where sometimes God feels absent and difficulties come, enemies surround. And yet there's always a little glimpse of heaven through a small peak. And yet we can't go that way. We've got to continue walking. So as we continue to walk through the labyrinth, there's many more things in the way. I have to watch where I'm going, and it's still dark in here too. And so it's a time to reflect on some of the suffering and difficulty and struggle that life offers. What do you do with it? What do you do with those feelings, those thoughts when you have them? Where is God? What happens when there's pain? We come into this small space and there's a temptation to want to head through to the light, and yet we can't go that way. We have to continue this way. Okay? Do I have to? Please no. And so more of this difficult space, and as we move into this area it becomes more and more sinister, and you ask the question, why is there suffering? And the sounds aren't great. Now in this space there's a number of art pieces for you to take in. There is this piece here that you can just about make out, depicting the pain and the suffering Jesus went through. And there are also a number of psalms written, and this psalm particularly means something to me. Why have you forsaken me? It's a quote from Psalm 22, a moment that Jesus quotes. And it echoes the picture very well. This is a piece of art, by the way, by artist Leslie Stevens. She's kindly allowed me to put it in the labyrinth. And you can buy this actually if you want to, so get in touch with me if you wish to. Now, everyone coming in the labyrinth is given some masking tape and a pen to enable them to put something of their own thoughts and feelings and questions onto the wall here. Where are you? Where is Grandad? Miss you. cancer. These are some of the things that people have reflected on and found a struggle. Now, you can probably hear the pleasant music at the moment, but there is also some disconcerting music which was rumbling up from time to time in this space. And you can just about barely make out the tree here. You might have seen the white tree at the beginning. Now the tree is black, fruitless, barren. What things cause you to doubt in God, to fear for your life, to fear for your future? What things have caused you hurt that you need to express to God, perhaps? Medical conditions, life circumstances. Here's another psalm. Enemies open their mouths against me. That's from Psalm 136. And another painting from Leslie also that you can buy. It's just barely lit so you can see it. And this reminds me of a bit more of Psalm 22. Many bulls surround me. And how surely we wish for God to restore joy to me. Psalm 51. Maybe we feel shame. No quick exits, I'm afraid. And over here we have just some more tape depicting kind of black hole, really. Stuff being sucked into the black hole of death. And now we come to this bit of path where there is a short poem. Okay, more dark space. A short poem by my friend Diane. And she wrote, "Where am I going? Where have you gone? Who is this person I see in the mirror? Not me, I've gone. I don't want to move on, I want to go back. Back to the life full of laughter and fun. Not one of unknown ways. I was busy, needed, useful. Oh, where has that life gone? But wait, I must reflect. Look forward, not back. The past has gone, left behind. The future's still there. There is a path, the path ahead. It's clear, beckoning me on. Not the one I want, but follow it I must. God has heard, set the path, a path he'll walk with me. Guide me well along this path. I am back, he has righted me. And before we know it, we reach the sunrise. And through the curtain we go. And into the centre of the labyrinth. And so this space here is a place where we're going to be holding worship services, but it's a place to sit and to reflect on the glory of God and to praise and to thank Him. You see, when we go through tough things in life, that can be really hard. But sometimes we need to express those things to God to help us to deal with them, to process them, and for Him to be able to bring us back into a place where we can feel near to Him again and to worship Him. And sometimes we want to skip out all of the dark bit, all of the middle bit, and just run into the middle. And that's fine sometimes, but sometimes we need to pass through those difficult spaces to express our lament for the difficulties in life to Him in order to get right here. So I really hope you might come down, join the Labyrinth, and if you can't, that this video has been a helpful moment for you to think through some of this stuff and to get a feel for what this Labyrinth has been like. So thanks for watching.